They have great stage software.
Normally,
though, yeah.
But no, that is my stage band software.
Oh, is it actually?
Yes, that is my software
cool.
that I wrote. I taught myself how to code to make that program.
This is a very nice job, Ritual. This is one of the matches I was most excited to see here
and
at
it's
the tournament.
surprising it's in pools, right? Like,
yeah.
Hey,
like
that's my job.
No,
I put it there.
I mean, it's not bad seeding. It's just like the fact that there's so much talent that these two are playing in pools is just a testament to how good the event
the fun thing is that they actually haven't played since PTL 15, the last event Lance. The great Lance. We shout out Lance. Shout out to Lance. That was the last event PTO'd. Yeah, that was December of 2021, and so far the set history between them is only 3-1, but that was only challenge. We don't know about challenge brackets, so they have not played in a hot minute.
Yeah, Mars is absolutely schmoving right now.
Just
finding the Zare back airs, finding some beautiful B reverse and wave bounds on the Paralyzer to find crazy frame traps on Tyler. He's done the best job of anyone we've seen so far at making Tyler uncomfortable on the ground. And when you start to disrupt Tyler's movement and cause him to second guess where he's positioning himself, that's when he starts to fall apart.
That fadeaway to avoid the F-tilt, I mean, first off, the hurt box of Mythra is just insane, just to begin with. But still, with Tyler, the finesse of the ledge is so good. But either way, Mars still taking the first stock on that right side of the stage.
Yeah, like Ritual was talking about, Tyler's ground movement in the first 2 sets was so freaking good. Yeah. So if Mars is able to keep this up, it's going to be dangerous.
I'm saying right now, again, the confidence going to Pyra, especially against someone like Zero Suit who's so fast.
I don't think I've ever seen Mars hit that combo before. Down air into up smash off ledge. So even still, even in the content creator life, still cooking up new things
he's still
and
an
showing off some of those
Smash
tricks
player.
Like, absolutely.
He's just a good gamer overall, to be honest with you. It's kind of annoying. Like, come on, man.
Listen, some of y'all are
first
good at
in has called out Mars.
Come on, man. I've had enough.
Yeah, one thing you don't need to question about Mars is he is going to go off stage.
Yeah.
In most matchups, he'll go off stage, but especially against Pyra Mythra, he can get so much off of it.
That was so ambiguous, too. Like, his landing, he was showing back, like, I might back air, but it's going to be over the ledge, right? No, he coasted right over it, just using that air drift. That was beautiful.
Even once he drifted, right, he kept his positioning where he could have landed on stage and reset, he could have grabbed ledge, or swung with the back air, and just forced Tyler to keep guessing till the end. Mars has done a great job of mixing whether he's going to poke with Zare, right, hit one, missed one, and then ran in with the dash grab, just continuing to force Tyler to be very uncomfortable playing at the very end of that tether range, so that Tyler never knows whether he's even going to get put in shield stun or not.
And Tyler needs to find a way to get the stock. This is only game number 1, and there's already a 3 stock to lead, but obviously getting it with that up smash, catching Mars slipping, dropping the shield. Tyler has to find some way to continue going on, or at least get some data going into game number 2.
That was a classic commentator curse moment.
Yeah,
or commentator's blessing, depending on who you're rooting for.
I was going to say that Mars there was looking to line up the down air, but just didn't quite pull the trigger. His position was slightly off, but instead, dancing around the ledge made Tyler uncomfortable. We hadn't seen Tyler go for a jump yet off ledge in game number 1, so Mars just doing like he does best and playing the player, not the matchup, reading his opponent and finding back.
His back airs at ledge are just hitting right now. Like, again, I think the number 1 thing, well, he's got a couple number 1 things I'd say, but Mars, his positioning is just so good. Like, he's just in the right position at the right time, and he's so twitchy but precise with his movement as well. So, and we saw, I think that's something we saw Tyler dominate in the previous 2 sets, moving with his Mythra, positioning with his Pyra, like doing all these things so well. But Mars is just a step ahead of him as far as that game 1 went. But we've seen Tyler make adjustments before. Actually, we've seen him do it today. So, see what he can do here in game 2.
That speed, that confidence, right, you see Mars play with is something that many players in New England have talked about of, I had to learn to play faster. I had to learn to make decisions faster to beat Mars, right? I've heard Light talk about it. I've heard Lane talk about it. And now you see on the global scale too, right? Players like Spargo just play so confident all the time.
Yeah.
But really, Mars was one of the pioneers of that as a staple of his play. And just even when whether he's getting bodied or whether he's bodying his opponent, he plays like he's so sure of every single thing he does.
Oh, okay. Like we said, the precision to hit that, you got to have it. Mars barely
I feel like Mars would rip it down there if it was like if he was like up a stock.
I thought he was going to do it in the other game where he could have just down air because Pyra had to go for it was Mythra. No, it was Pyra. Pyra had to go for a pretty linear recovery with the up special, and you definitely could have gone out with the down air. Try to go there that time.
Sure.
We've talked about Mars' precision a lot today, but he's missed a couple things, finding the Paralyzer, but still off on his spacing, just barely clipping Tyler there. And we've seen a couple, right, missing the tether to ledge, missing a couple Xera's he's intended to hit, starting off a little bit slower than we're perhaps he's used to, and it might be something to keep an eye on whether he cleans up even the slight inconsistencies in his space.
Nice. Love that confidence right there. And like we said, you missed that forward smash, no big deal anyway. So Tyler, good gamble in that area. Evening up the stocks, looking pretty clean here in game 2.
Yeah, it was really smart. He kind of like tucked under the nair. You know, Zero Suit doesn't have a lot of threat range at that distance, so he just tucked right under, got the F smash. I liked it.
I think Mars was trying to parry the last hit of side B to just try to get some sort of punish off the ledge.
Nice. Yeah. String right there from Tyler, too.
I like the drift in there into the jump from Mars to reset his momentum. Once again, playing at this perfect mid-range. I like how he's holding the interior edge of the platform at all times. Whether he or Tyler has center stage, he's forcing Tyler or make these split-second decisions, put himself in the corner to get any sort of advantage state going.
Yeah, and you see right there, Tyler recognizing I can't just go Pyra against Zero Suit. Like, it's not going to work. Fun fact about these two characters is Zero Suit used to have the best initial dash in the game until Mythra came along, and now Mythra has the #1 best initial dash in the game. That's why you see these two guys move so twitchy on the ground, control the tempo of the matchup so well. But when matched up against each other, you know, they're almost, I don't want to say identical values, but they're very close. #1 or 2 in the game for a reason.
Yeah, and one of the things, too, with two characters that initial dash so much is you see them leaning away from it a little bit more in this matchup because both players are so good at reading their opponents. Initial dash, unlike run, right, forces you into it. It's a commitment. And so if you just foxtrot around, right, keep that initial dash going the entire time, then a player like Mars or Tyler is going to punish you for it.
Tyler just able to bring it back. Last stock, once a piece. I mean, he's doing a better job actually getting these kills, but even though still Mars is getting 2 down smash paralyzers into up special combos.
Yep.
But can he do it in last stock? That's
the
question.
It's huge, man.
I mean, he hasn't taken a set off of Mars since 2019, so it's been a while.
But this is certainly a way to start things off, evening this setup at 1-1. He's looking for the kill now, right? Swapping over to that Pirate. I love the crawl out of the way.
The awareness. It didn't really do anything there, but it's like, hey, I'm showing.
All right, it might have a little bit because it got his hurt box low enough around the bottom of the Blazing Edge.
The thing I was going to say, too, is like, so you're either going to the Mythra and you're trying to match the speed of Zero Suit, or you go to Pyra and you get those big hitboxes out, try to knock her away, read where she's in the air. There's the down smash. Good air dodge in, though, from Tyler. Committal defensive option, but he knew exactly what Mars was looking for.
And wow, I like the swing with the down air there, but the downside, as you were talking, right, about those big hitboxes, the downside of them is when you swing and miss them, ZSS has all the movement in the world, has the range to find a poke and a punish off of that, make you start to panic because you got hit out of your swing, and then like that's where Mars' instincts kick in, and he just reads you to Kingdom Come.
I wonder if Tyler's going to switch here. I feel like he's going to stay Aegis.
Yeah.
I think he's good. I mean,
say.
Game 1, you know, was pretty rough. Game 2, pretty much last hit, you know?
This
gotta
is
ride
what
it out.
2022 Tyler switches, though.
You always have to bring up the question.
This is
Fair enough,
what
yeah,
every New England fan has been wanting from Tyler from like day one. Is like just stay
with Aegis.
Just stay Aegis or just stay one character, you know?
Sure.
Don't switch mid-set and probably lose some momentum.
Of our players in New England, right, we have so many who are known. You're either known for being a character specialist or you're known for not being able to make up your mind.
Shout out Zoo.
Shout out Zoo. Shout out Naito Sharp. Shout out
Sharp. Yep.
It's Sharp especially.
Well, then you look at the specialists. You got like the best ZSS and Fox on the planet.
Yep.
You know,
you've got Ling, right?
And
who's
Ling,
been
one of the best
Peach
Peaches,
and DDD, and DDD as well.
Unleashed, one of the best Soras in the world.
Very true.
Blitz Luigi, one of the best Mega Man in the world. So
yeah,
we got a lot of character specialists.
Pelk has been playing Snake since Brawl and never stopped.
Yep.
So
except for Smash 4, where he had to.
He was playing other. He was still playing Brawl though. He never stopped playing Brawl. Yeah. He still competes in Brawl.
That's not true. Brawl doesn't exist. I don't know.
not if you're from Boston. We got the Brawl scene.
Oh, true. Fine, you can have that. Fine.
Yeah, you can have Meta Knight, guys.
Meta Knight is actually banned in Boston Brawl.
Get on.
Which is a good thing.
Justinian, who actually plays Brawl here, he'll tell you more about that.
Later.
Yeah, when he's on the mic later. But for now, we're just getting back into it. The flip kick back to stage. Mark just keeping the pressure on, but Tyler able to call him out, force the coast to coast. But both these players are either finding a stock or pushing each other coast to coast, not able to get the other one off stage, and then just poking right back. There's not a whole lot of neutral. It's just trying to push to the corner for an advantage state and then push right back out of the corner.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. It's a lot of one hit, see what the defensive option is, see if you can position for it well, and then get a follow-up. There was earlier where Tyler was maybe thought it would be an air dodge in, it was an air dodge out, and he couldn't get anything off of it. So there's a lot of really small micro games going on between these two players.
One frame jab from ZSS is so strong.
It's just so ridiculous.
It just comes out so fast. You'd think Tyler would get the punish off the up smash whiff from Mars, but then you can just mash out the jab. It's like, what are you going to be able to do about it?
Well, it's crazy because not only do you get the frame one jab, but you get the mix after. Is it going to be one jab? Is it going to be 2, 3? And also the tempo. Where do you do it? You know, or when do you stop? Great tech from, oh
wow,
my God,
that was
the coverage from Mars. That was so fast.
The tech into the flip, it was just, like, he got the trade, hit the tech, and then was like, okay, I get to confirm off.
That was like the Steve thing that went viral this week. It's like, how can a character have a guaranteed kill option off the tech? It's so dumb. And
just don't get put in that position.
And ZSS has one too.
Zero Suit Steve, it's true.
Ooh,
it's true.
Up B clipping through the platform. Going to be taking that stock too.
Oh my God, and we're in a last stock situation here. Yeah, Tyler's got to do it now or he will not get another chance against Mars in this set. But Mars opens first and gets 52%.
And to make his way through the set, needing a little bit more foresight, right? Keeping his patience and trying to find what Mars is going to do next and looking for the ladder, but just not quite finding that last up air he needs. Boost kick not going to do it yet, but even with Staling at the ledge, the next one will. Mars is so close to closing this one out and gonna do it in the classic fashion. Tyler just not ready for the tech.
Facing outwards right there. There were a couple stocks actually as we watched Tyler play 3 sets on here, dropping a couple stocks going for the side beat to the ledge. So
I think Mars saved that to the last stock.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about it, like he had the opportunity to do it so many times, and it's an option that Mars goes for a lot. He loves down air, and he just saved it for the last stock when he needed it the most.
At the national level, he tries to save it where he can, but he's also a lot more willing to pull it out as compared to when he plays in region. At Media Management, the last time he entered an event in New England, he only pulled out down air twice. The ice